So I got some super exciting news. Now that it's starting to warm up, the animals are starting to come out, and we are on our way to go save a lady from a pogona minor, which is a pygmy bearded dragon, which is the Western Australian bearded dragon. Which is slightly smaller than the normal one that everybody else knows about, and is unfortunately the only bearded dragon that we are legally allowed to keep in WA. So yeah, let's go suss out the situation and see if it is actually a bearded dragon. We actually got two of them, which is pretty random. Unfortunately, the little one's not looking so well. He was basking in the sun, and he didn't even move when I got near him. When I touched him, he was fairly limp, but he is moving, so we might need to sort something out for the little one. But the big one seems good and feisty. But that is the wall to the front of the house, and that is the bush. If anyone wants to know where pogona minors live, it's there. All through the coast of WA, they are everywhere, and people say that they're not there because they don't see them. They're definitely there. So this is the kind of thing that I was talking about before. A lot of areas up here, there's one road separating them from this, and this is where they all live. It is absolutely packed with animals. Might jump on Google Maps and try and figure out where the best spot to put this guy is, and then we'll go take the big one back. So this is the big one. I was gonna drop her off, but I think she's been attacked by the cat. She has a few gouges in her tail, and whether or not there's something else going on here, I'm not sure. I've decided to keep both of them. The little one's not moving very well, and the big one has puncture holes in its tail. And I don't know whether or not I should let it go, just in case there is something else going on with it. So, yeah. Worst case scenario, I bring them back out here later, and they're both happy and healthy. So, yeah. So I filmed a bunch of stuff. A bunch of it, it's no good. So, whatever. I missed most of my day. We went to a birthday party, but now we're at Alan's house. He's away for the day, so he's coming back tomorrow. But they asked me to feed their animals tonight, so not their scaly reptiles, although nothing needs to be checked on. I'll do a quick run through and check on everything, make sure nothing's in visible danger, but they should be alright. But I'm just feeding some cats and their dog. So, yeah. We'll feed Leo, but Leo's their dog. But I won't feed the cats on video because it's in their rooms. So, just in case that might be an invasion of privacy. Alright, dog, you can eat. Look at him. Hi. You say hi? Oh, don't shake. It's okay. He's a bit scared. You're alright though, aren't you? You want to eat? You want to eat? You look like you don't want to eat. So, all of the animals are fed. Well, not all of them. But we'll just do a quick run through of everything. And just make sure everything's closed. Everything's in where they're supposed to be. And nothing weird is going on. But with that done and dusted, we are back off home. So, her tail's not too bad. I've given it a wipe. I'm going to give it another quick wipe before we go. And then I'm going to go release her. She's got feeling and there's a bit of movement in the tail. So a few people said get her checked up by a vet, but I ended up going out, not being able to get her to a vet. But a lot of people said just give her a clean up and obviously make the call. And yeah, her tail looked a lot worse before through the video than it does now. I think it's just a surface wound. And this is the incy wincy tiny baby. Look how little this one is. So underneath is the big one, and on the top is the little baby one. So this guy is real small. See, so he does move. I think his his method of hiding was just to stay still. I thought he wasn't moving, but it turns out he can move incredibly quickly. Take something to eat. If not, we'll leave her as she is. She's had a little bit of water. She had a little cockroach before. And yeah, that's the best we can do for her. So I let them go, but my phone died on the way out there, and my charger in my car doesn't work. So if I don't have my charging pack, I can't charge my phone, which means that I got no videos out there. But this is going to be a rushed goodbye because I have somewhere to be tonight. I got a mate's party. So we fed Alan's animals. We went and caught some bearded dragons. We caught 2 of them. How crazy is that? Like, my first real call out of the year, well, of the warming up season. So yeah, rock up for 1, get 2. That was pretty cool. That little one surprised me. I didn't think that little one was gonna move, but like I put him down and poof. So like he was super quick. I put him in his container before when I went to feed that video before when I went to feed the older one. I put a few little cockroaches in with the little one, and he didn't want a bar of it. When I put him in there, he wasn't moving at all. But then when I left, he shot straight across the container and nailed one. So that was pretty cool. So I'm fairly confident that they know what they're doing. Although it makes me nervous to really, and I'll say this probably almost every time I release something cute. And it's sort of, as a relocator, it's our responsibility to pick a spot that is safe for the animal, which always isn't really, you don't know. You could be putting them next to a giant juvenile or something that'd just eat them in 2 seconds, and just start overthinking it. But you got to remember, at the end of the day, we all try our hardest to keep the animals safe. We put a lot of spare time, and a lot of people put a lot of money into it. And I've got to say it time and time again, we don't ask, a lot of us don't ask for money. I'll ask for a donation if you can afford it, but if you turn around and say, look, I'm broke, rah, 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 I can't afford this, sure, like, it doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna come out there expecting to be paid. It is nice sometimes because, you know, you put a half an hour into driving to somebody, half an hour to get home, 20 minutes to a vet, 20 minutes to get home, and then another half an hour back to releasing it, and then another half an hour back. The time starts adding up, and then if the animal's injured, we have to take them to a vet, and then we used to treat them, but now we don't really have the option to, although sometimes it's the only option to treat them yourself for a little bit, for like maybe a day or 2. There's been a couple of times that I looked after bobtails that were attacked by dogs for like 2 to 3 weeks. They made full recoveries, and you know, that's our own time. A lot of us put that in, and we don't ask for anything. And for some reason, a lot of people have it in their heads that we make lots of money doing this, but we don't make a lot of money. And the people that make a lot of money doing it, they also don't make a lot of money doing it. But the people that charge, you know, $100 to $200 a call out, or $300 a call out, this is their job. Like, that is their job. So you call them up and it's Christmas and they'll come out. You call me up on Christmas, I mean, I'm not a very Christmassy person, so I'd probably say yes. But what I'm saying is, if it was my son's birthday, I would be like, I'm not coming out to a call out. In saying that, I did go out to a call out for a Jew guide on my son's birthday, so I'm a terrible person. These guys that, you know, charge that much money, they do this as a job. They're available. They're available 24 hours a day, anywhere, anytime, anything. Whereas our smaller catchers sometimes ask for $20 here and $20 there. People give you $50 here. It's not it's not a set fee, it's a donation. So we don't all make absolutely heaps of money. So just keep that in mind next time somebody comes to your house to grab a reptile. You know, ask them if they want a drink or something. Usually they'll say no, but it's just a nice, kind gesture. This person's putting out the hard miles to look after the animal that you wanted to be looked after as well. So, yeah. All right, thank you for listening to me ramble on there. I'll let you guys go. Take it easy, stay awesome, and remember, you can't fail if you try. See you later.